Nehemiah Chapter 11. The people who lived in Jerusalem. The leaders of the Israelite people lived in Jerusalem. The other people threw dice to choose which other families would live there too. From every group of 10 families, they chose one family to live in Jerusalem, God's special city. The other families would stay in their town. The people asked God to bless all the men who chose to live in Jerusalem. These are the leaders of the region of Judah who went to live in Jerusalem. Other Israelites, priests, Levites, temple servants, and descendants of King Solomon's servant lived in the other towns of Judah. Each of them lived in their own homes, but some of Judah's and Benjamin's descendants went to live in Jerusalem. This is who they were. From the tribes of Judah, Athaliah, son of Uzziah, and Zechariah's grandson. His other ancestors were Amariah, Shephatiah, and Mahalalel. They were descendants of Judah's son Perez. Messiah, son of Baron, and Kohath's grandson. His other ancestors were Hezekiah, Adaiah, Joarib, and Zechariah. They were descendants of Judah's son Sarah. There were 468 descendants of Perez who went to live in Jerusalem. They were all brave men. From the tribe of Benjamin, Salu, son of Meshullam, and Joed's grandson. His other ancestors were Pedaiah, Kolaiah, Messiah, Yethiel, and Jeshaiah. Shaul's relatives, Gabai and Salai, were also there. There were 928 men from Benjamin's tribe. Jeru's son Joel was the officer with authority over them. Hashanuah's son Judah was the next most important officer in the city. From the priests, Joarib's son Jedaiah and Jachin, Seraiah, son of Hilkiah and Meshullam's grandson. His other ancestor was Zadok, Miriot, and Hattab had been the most important priest in God's temple. Their relatives worked with them in the temple. There were 822 men from that clan. Adaiah, son of Jeroham, and Elias' grandson. His other ancestors were Amzi, Zechariah, Pashur, and Machjeh. His relatives were with him. There were 242 men from that clan who were leaders of their families. Amasai, son of Azariah, and Ahijah's grandson. Ahijah was the son of Meshilemoth, son of Immer. His friends were with him. They were 120 strong brave men from that clan. Hagdolim's son Jabdias was the officer with the authority over them. From the Levites, Shemaiah, son of Hashub, and Azrikham's grandson Azrikam was the son of Hashabiah, son of Buni. Shabbatai and Josaphat were the leaders of the Levites who had authority over workers on the outside of God's temple. Mattaniah, son of Micah, and Jabdi's grandson. Jabdi was Asaph's son. Mattaniah led the people when they prayed and they thanked God. Bekai helped Mattaniah as well as Samuel's son Abda. Samuel was the son of Gala, son of Jeduthun. 284 Levites lived in the holy city Jerusalem. The temple guards were Akub, Talmon, and their relatives. There were 172 guards who watched the gates. The other Israelite people prior to Levites lived in the other towns of Judah. They lived in the homes that belonged to their families. The temple servant lived on Upper Hill. Jiha and Gishapha had authority over them. Uzi was the leader of the Levites in Jerusalem. He was the son of Bani and grandson of Hashabah. His other ancestors were Mattanai and Micah. Uzi was one of Asaph's descendants. Asaph's family were the singers who had authority for the music in the temple. The king commanded the singers what they must do each day. Messeger's son Ptah was one of the king's advisors he helped the king of Persia to know how to rule the Israelite people. Ptah was the descendant of Judah's son Zerah. Many people who Judah lived in villages with their farmers near them. Some of them lived in Kiryat Arba, Dibon, and Jekabzeel, in the village near those towns. Other people lived in Jeshua, Moladat, Beth-Pelet, and Hazashur, as well as in Bishildabad and the villages near it. Other people lived in Ziklag and Mikoneh and the villages near it. Some people lived in En-Rimmon, Jorah, Jarmuth, Janoah, and Adullam and the villages near to those towns. Other people lived in Lachish and its field and in Azekah and its villages. The people were living everywhere from Beersheba to the Hinnom Valley. Some of the Benjamin descendants lived in Gibeah, Michmash, Aish, Bethel, and its villages. Some of them lived in Anatoth, Nob, Ananiah, Hazor, Ramah, and Gittim. They also lived in Hadid, Jibon, Nebal, Lod, Ono, and Gib Harsham. Some of the Levite clan who belonged with Judah went to live in Benjamin's land.